What's up guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a squad building video uh, and I'll show you exactly how I got to 1900 rating with a full free-to-play team, just player of the weeks and some free epics, and I'll try and explain why I use certain players for each position. I will show some in-game clips and stuff like that. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss all the future videos and stuff. And let's do this. I will start with the goalkeeper. For the goalkeeper, it doesn't really matter, does it? Like, it doesn't matter the type of goalkeeper you have, you still concede goals. But I would suggest you to use an offensive goalkeeper. For me, I go with David De Gea. Like, he's crazy. Since I got this card, been using it since then. David De Gea takes the #1 spot. For the backup goalkeeper, I'll go with someone like just use another offensive goalkeeper. You see, he's attacking goalkeeper. For those who care about stats, here are his stats. I don't think goalkeepers matter in this game, do they? For me, it doesn't matter the type of goalkeeper you have. If someone wants to score, they will score. They will score for sure. Tap-ins and stuff like that. For the backup goalkeeper, I'll go with Julio Cesar. He's very good. He's also offensive goalkeeper as well. I prefer offensive goalkeepers because sometimes they come out of the defensive line and make some crucial saves. And let's move to centre backs. For centre backs, I prefer to go with build up. I go with build up or extra front man, but you will never see me playing a destroyer. And the reason is very simple. Destroyers press way too high, they're way too aggressive, and they leave the backline exposed, and they give away cheap free kicks. So Beckenbauer fits this position. I gave him 80 pace, so he's really fast. He's got 80 pace and at least 80 acceleration as well. So with that speed, he can cover the ground way too quickly, you know. As you can see, he's got 82 speed, 80 acceleration. So that is really fast for a defender. That means if you get caught on the counter, you can depend on him to win the ball back for you. And for his partner, I'll go with another build-up. I'm going with Virgil van Dijk. And the reason I use build-up, I already explained that. Like, they're not too aggressive, they don't press too high, they just like to stay at the back, make crucial interceptions, make play from the back. As you can see, Van Dijk wins the ball, then quickly initiates a quick counter. And for Van Dijk, is really tall, so Van Dijk has got that big physical presence at the back, and he can also score from the corners. So a very good aerial threat as well. And his speed 81, but acceleration is not the best, but he has backing past the partner, so he can cover up for him in case he gets caught on the counter. So for centre backs, we're done. Let's move to the next position, which is the fullbacks. For fullbacks, I go with offensive fullbacks always, and the reasons are very simple. It's because they don't just defend, they contribute attacking ways. They can score goals, they contribute to assists. But if you're using defensive fullbacks, they barely do that. The only good thing they are is defending, and you need to win games. And I feel like offensive fullbacks give you just more than just defending. They give you better chances, you know. They increase your chances of winning a game. But then again, depends on how good you are defending, because you don't want to be caught on the counter with your offensive fullbacks attacking. For this position, I'm going with Trent Alexander-Arnold, one of the best right backs in the game, and his defensive stats are also very good. Look at that. His speed 90, so he can cover the ground too quickly. I haven't given him most important skills, blocker, interception and stuff, heading area superiority, but I'll give them to him. And for backup, I'll go with Ben White, and that's because I can use Ben White as a center back and also as a right back. For the left back position, I'm going with Robertson. Look at this interchange. Robertson just he gives the ball, but doesn't go back to defend. He continues making the run forward, and just like that, he contributes to a goal. Maybe it's not his assist, but he was involved in the play. So offensive fullbacks give you a lot more than just defending. A lot more than just defending. Look, Robertson is there. Almost gives a perfect assist. Alright, Robertson comes in there, and the defensive line is complete. Fullback finish as well, but you can use you just use anyone who is offensive. You can use cross specialist as well, cross specialist and offensive fullbacks. For backup, I'm going with Costa Curta, and this is because Costa Curta can play as a center back as well. So I like those players who can play multiple positions, because sometimes your player is not on good form, and they give you options. They give you those options. Let's move to the next position. In this formation, you need to have at least one defensive midfielder, and for me, I would suggest you to use an anchorman, but I don't have an anchorman, a good anchorman this good, so I'm going with a box-to-box. And if you're going to use a box-to-box like me, is make sure you give him deep line in the individual instruction, because once you give him deep line, he will not go too high. As you can see, he just passes the ball and goes back to defend. This is the essence of a defensive midfielder. To win the ball back and initiate quick counters. He's acting like a center back, just distracting the play, the opponent's play, and that is what you need. And for this position, we're going with Declan Rice, player of the week. Declan Rice. This card is underrated, crazy, insane card. And for backup, I'll go with this guy. What is Neves? Ruben Neves. And have this guy as an anchorman. A very good backup as well. Onan, I think. So yeah, the stats. Declan Rice is goal crazy stats. His goal, good passing, good finishing, set piece taking, name it all. He's very good. And here's Amadou Nana stats. Defensive stats top notch. He's got the speed, acceleration. So if this card is a sub, it's game over. I'm winning that game. Now let's move to center midfielder, and here I make an exception for the center midfielder because I'm using Pedri, who is allowing forward. That means I'm using a center mid with non playstyle. But the good thing about this Pedri is that he's a bit aggressive. He wins the ball. He's fast, and he's able to win the balls way too easily. And then his passing is exceptional, his finishing is exceptional. So a very good player to have as a center midfielder, because he can contribute to goals and assists, and that is all you need. But I would suggest you to use a box-to-box midfielder for the center midfielder position. Box-to-box works perfectly, so try. If you have a box-to-box, the better. And one more thing, if you notice, most of my players, the ones I'm using for the center position, they have skills. Double touch must have for me. If I'm going to use you as a center midfielder, you must have that double touch, because I'm someone who relies on skills way too much. So I need my center midfielder to have double touch and master touch. a must-have for me. But you don't need those if you don't know how to perform them. Just to get a box-to-box with good passing. Or you can use this Pedri if you have him as well. Creative playmaker, very good. So for that position, I would suggest you to use box-to-box Jude Bellingham or any other player with box-to-box. Just make sure the player is smooth, like he's good dribbling stats. You don't need a heavy player like De Bruyne. Don't use De Bruyne there. He's just too heavy for me. So for the AMF positions, I prefer to go with classic number 10 or creative playmaker or off play style. I don't like whole players. Whole players just overhyped. I have this Jude Bellingham. He's a ghost, bro. He's a ghost. He never turns up in most games. And I'm convinced at this weight, I'm convinced that whole players are just overhyped. But you know what? Maybe it's just for me. If you know how to use a whole player, go for him. Use him as an MF, but I would suggest you to use creative playmaker for AMF position. That is what I usually use, or you can go for an off play style kind of player. This Jude Bellingham has got good stats, he's got good finishing, he's got the skills as well. So that's the only reason I'm using him. That's the only reason I'm using him. Let's go for the next position. This time we'll start with right wing. For right wing, for the wingers in this position, you need wingers who are really fast, because you need to hit your opponent on quick counters, pass the ball and move. So you need players who are really fast. And for this position, I'm going with Phil Foden. He's really fast. Then his decision making is very good. His passing is exceptional. He has very good passes. Creative playmaker, but you can use prophetic wingers and stuff. Prophetic winger, Romy Frank. Just makes sure they're very fast. Speed is the most important thing for the wingers, and then the skills. Because sometimes you want to cut inside, you need a player with double touch or macetan. This Foden is very smooth. His dribbling stats are very good. But here's another thing: for wingers, use someone with if you want to maximize on this, use someone with at least 90 pace. At least 90 pace. Just kills the game more. For the center forward position, I'm going with Mbappe, and it's very simple. He's very fast, and his decision making is also very good. One more thing about this Mbappe is he's a goal poacher. So for the center forward position, try to use goal poachers. Goal poachers give you the best results because they're always there, ready to bounce at any ball given to them. And for the other wing, the left wing, I'm using Luis Diaz, bro. He's really fast, he's good, he's good dribbling. His finishing is not the best, but it's up there. It's up there. So all you need to know about this, the wing, just need fast wingers, and that's it. Fast wingers, good dribbling, good skills, master turn, double touch, that's a master, and you set. I think the squad is complete now. But for the backups, you need someone like Erling Haaland. Backups, try to use players with super sub trait, because when you use these kind of players, when they come off the bench, you can feel the persons, like they're really fast. Someone like Erling Haaland, you can cross the ball. This Lafolea has super sub straight. So once he comes off the bench, he's got the pace and stuff. He is really fast. Nico Williams comes in as a backup for Luis Diaz because he's really fast as well, and he can play multiple positions. And I was trying this Marcus Thuram. He's tall, and he's very tall, and he's got good pace. I'm going to show you a few more clips of my backup players. That's Maradona, Thuram, Neymar, Messi. Their performance of the pitch as well. Thuram is really fast. And he's got good finishing and he's really tall. That's one thing I like about him. And then we have got Maradona. Trust me, classic number 10 are better than Hobland. I mean, look at this play for Maradona there. Thuram is there, doesn't finish it off, but then Messi falls up with a goal. And here's Maradona again. He's making some crazy runs. Look at that. Just, if you have this Maradona, you have to use it. He's very good. Now here, I just needed to win one more game to get to 1900, and this is the game. This is my opponent. Some of my players were not on good form, so I have to take them off and use someone else. Maradona with a good ball. Mbappe. Thuram misses. I mean, how did you miss such a chance, bro? Mbappe. This time Thuram doesn't make a mistake. Good goal, crazy header. His celebration is also insane. It's cold. Good ball. Ball back to him, but then again, somehow he doesn't score. Thuram. Maradona is there. He makes a mistake. Messi as a sub. Leao at the far post. Easy finish. That is the good thing about super subs. That is the good thing about super subs. And just like that, 2-0 and 1900 points. Here I come. So I think that's it for this video. There's nothing much to add. I hope you guys learned something. I hope this video helps you out when you're building your next squad for the next season, maybe, because this season is almost over, I think, in the next few days. So thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Cheers.